You've been praying, and the silence has been louder than any answer you expected. I know what that silence has been doing to your faith. I haven't forgotten you. I was never gone. Stay with me tonight. I want to show you what the silence actually means. You've been praying for a while now. Not casually, not just words before sleep. Real prayers, the kind that cost you something. The kind you prayed on your knees when no one was watching. The kind you prayed through tears when you had nothing left but the words themselves. And the silence came back. Not a no, not a yes, just silence. And somewhere in that silence, a thought crept in that you haven't wanted to admit out loud. The thought that maybe God isn't listening. Maybe He moved on. Maybe your prayers aren't reaching anywhere at all. I want to sit with you in that feeling tonight, because it's one of the most painful places a person of faith can find themselves. And I want to show you something about that silence that will change the way you hear it forever. Verse 1, Psalm 13, verses 1 through 2. How long, Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts and day after day have sorrow in my heart? This is David, a man called a friend of God, asking the exact question you've been too afraid to ask out loud. How long? Why the silence? Have you forgotten me? If you have felt this, you are not faithless. You are human, and you are in the company of the most devoted people who ever lived. Verse 2, Isaiah 49, verses 14 through 15. But Zion said, "The Lord has forsaken me. The Lord has forgotten me." Can a mother forget the baby at her breast and have no compassion on the child she has borne? Though she may forget, I will not forget you. God anticipated this feeling. He knew there would be seasons where His people would feel completely abandoned, and His answer was not, "Stop feeling that way." His answer was, "Even if every other love in your life fails you, mine will not. You are not forgettable to me. You never have been." Verse 3, Habakkuk 2, verse 3. For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. There is an appointed time for what you have been praying for. Not a random time, not a forgotten time, an appointed time, written, set, prepared. The answer is not lost. It is not late. It is moving toward you right now on a timeline you cannot yet see. Verse 4, Lamentations 3, verse 25 through 26. The Lord is good to those whose hope is in Him, to the one who seeks Him. It is good to wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. Waiting is not the same as being ignored. Waiting in faith is one of the most active things a person can do. It is choosing to believe something is coming when everything around you says nothing is moving. That choice, made quietly, made daily, is not weakness. It is one of the most powerful acts of faith there is. Verse 5, John 11, verse 5 through 6. Now Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. So when He heard that Lazarus was sick, He stayed where he was 2 more days. Read that carefully. Because He loved them, He waited. The delay was not indifference. The delay was intentional. What came after the waiting was a resurrection that would not have been possible if He had arrived earlier. Your unanswered prayer may not be a closed door. It may be a Lazarus moment where God is waiting specifically because what He is about to do requires the delay. Verse 6, Romans 8, verse 26. In the same way, the Spirit helps us in our weakness. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit Himself intercedes for us through wordless groans. On the nights when you don't even know what to pray anymore, when the words don't come and the silence feels too heavy, the Spirit is still praying. You are never without intercession. Even your silence before God is being translated into something He hears perfectly. You have never once prayed alone. Verse 7, Psalm 56, verse 8. You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. Not one tear you have cried in this season has gone unnoticed. Every night you cried yourself to sleep, every moment you broke down in private, every prayer that felt like it hit the ceiling and came back unanswered, he recorded it, he collected it. Your pain has never been invisible to him. Verse 8, Isaiah 55, verses 8 through 9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. The silence is not emptiness, it is depth you cannot see into. What looks like God doing nothing from where you are standing looks completely different from where He is standing. He is working in dimensions of your situation that you don't have access to yet, in people, in timing, in circumstances that haven't arrived yet. The silence is not absence, it is preparation. Verse 10, Psalm 40, verses 1 through 2. I waited patiently for the Lord. He turned to me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the slimy pit, out of the mud and mire, and He set my feet on a rock and gave me a firm place to stand. This is not a prophecy about someone else. This is a testimony waiting to be written about you. The pit you are in right now, the waiting, the silence, the unanswered prayers, has a moment coming where He turns to you and lifts you out of it, not gradually, not partially, completely. And what you stand on after will be solid in a way nothing was before. Verse 10, Mark 9, verse 24. Immediately the boy's father exclaimed, I do believe. Help me overcome my unbelief. This is the most honest prayer in the Bible. I believe, but I'm struggling. I trust you, but the silence is making it hard. I haven't given up, but I need help not giving up. If this is where you are tonight, say it exactly like this. God is not offended by your honesty. He is moved by it. Verse 11, Deuteronomy 31, verse 8. The Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Before you face tomorrow, He is already there. Before the answer comes, He is already in it. Before the situation resolves, He has already been in the room preparing what you are walking toward. You are never arriving somewhere He hasn't already been. Verse 12, Psalm 37, verse 7. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. The hardest part of waiting is watching other people's lives move forward while yours feels frozen. Watching prayers answered for others while yours sit in silence. That comparison is one of the most subtle ways faith gets eroded, not by doubt, but by looking sideways. Tonight, eyes forward. His timing for them is not His timing for you, and His timing is exact. Verse 13, Revelation 3, verse 20. Here I am, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with that person, and they with me. He is not far away waiting to be found. He is at the door, knocking, closer than the silence makes Him feel. The distance you feel tonight is not geographical. It is the feeling that comes in seasons of waiting. But feelings are not facts, and the fact is He is right there, on the other side of a door that was never locked. Verse 14, Numbers 23, verse 19. God is not human that He should lie, not a human being that He should change His mind. Does He speak and then not act? Does He promise and not fulfill? Every promise He made to you, He will keep. Not most of them, not the ones that are convenient, every single one. He does not forget what He said. He does not change His mind about you. What He started in your life, He will complete. The silence is not Him changing direction. It is Him staying exactly the course He set for you. Verse 15, Psalm 126, verses 5 through 6. Those who sow with tears will reap with joy. Those who go out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy,
carrying sheaves with them. This season of tears is not wasted, it is being planted. Every prayer prayed in the dark, every night spent waiting, every moment of holding on when letting go felt easier, it is all seed going into ground that will produce something you cannot currently imagine. The harvest is coming, and it will be proportional to exactly what this season has cost you. Closing prayer. God, we're going to be honest with you tonight. The silence has been hard, harder than we expected, harder than we've admitted to anyone around us. We've kept praying, we've kept believing, but tonight we just need to tell you it's been difficult to keep the faith when the silence has been this long. So we're not coming to you tonight with a polished prayer. We're coming exactly as we are, tired of waiting, still here, still yours. We trust you even when we don't understand you. We believe you even when we can't feel you. We're staying even when leaving felt easier. Speak into our silence tonight, Lord, not necessarily with answers, just with your presence. Just let us feel that you are still here, that you still know our name,